this video we are going to see about Delhi. We all know Delhi. Delhi is the part of India. It is one of the parts of India. We are going to see where Delhi is located and how it is important for India. In general, before entering into the class, we must know about the directions. There are four major directions. You might have studied already: north, east, south, west. There are four important directions. Based on directions only, the location of different states and different places are mentioned in any map, atlas, or in any other literary sources. So the directions are very important. There are four major directions: north, east, south, west. So let us see the location of Delhi. Delhi is a part of India. Delhi is located in the northern part of India. It is surrounded by Uttar Pradesh in the east and by Haryana in the north, south and west. So we will see this in the map. So based on the directions, this is India map, India political map. This is India. This is north, south, east, west. This is northern India. This is southern India. This is eastern India. This is western India. Four directions. So in India, there are 28 states. India is one nation. It is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories. States are bigger in size and union territories are smaller in size. So now we are living in Tamil Nadu. Where is Tamil Nadu? You see, it is in the southernmost corner of India. This is Kashmir. This is Tamil Nadu. We are living here in Tamil Nadu. This is southern side. Southern means south. South side. The other name is southern side. We are living in South India, in Tamil Nadu. See, this is the state Kerala. This is Tamil Nadu. This side, this is Kerala. It is also in the South India. It is our neighboring state. Same, there are many states. All 28 states are joined and we have formed one full India. Now we are going to see where is Delhi. Delhi is located in this place. This is Delhi. Already we saw in the northern side, Delhi is surrounded by Uttar Pradesh. This is Uttar Pradesh. This is northern side. Delhi. This is northern side. This is Uttar Pradesh. This is state Uttar Pradesh. Surrounded by Uttar Pradesh in the northern side. Same way, Delhi is also surrounded by Haryana. This is the state Haryana. In the eastern side, western side and also in the southern side, Delhi is fully surrounded with the Haryana state. Actually, Delhi is located in the state of Haryana. So all three sides, northern side, southern side and western side, fully surrounded by Haryana. And Uttar Pradesh is in the side of north. Okay. So this is the location of Delhi. Now we are, I might have, I think you have understood what are all the states. So this map will be helpful for you to understand how India has been divided into different states. This is Gujarat, this is Rajasthan, this is Uttar Pradesh. So for the administrative purpose, to rule the country easily, India has been divided into 28 states. One of the states is Tamil Nadu. Same way, Delhi is here. It is the important part of India because India has Delhi as its capital. Delhi is the capital of India. So Delhi is located in the northern part of India. It is surrounded by Uttar Pradesh in the east and by Haryana in the north, south and west. And the river Yamuna passes through Delhi. Delhi has two major parts, Old Delhi and New Delhi. See how, what is a river? A large quantity of water which flows from one place to another place is called a river. Finally, the river reaches the sea. River starts from mountain region and it reaches the sea at the end. So in Tamil Nadu, you know what is the river flowing? Kaveri. Kaveri is the river flowing in Tamil Nadu. Same way, river Yamuna is flowing in Delhi. It passes through Delhi. It is very useful for the people. Delhi people, they are getting water from Yamuna river for their drinking purpose, for all of their water needs. Yamuna is very helpful and they are getting water from Yamuna for all their water needs. They are getting water from Yamuna. So Delhi has two major parts, Old Delhi and New Delhi. Old Delhi is near the New Delhi. The entire Delhi has been divided into two, Old Delhi and the New Delhi. New Delhi is the capital of India. What is Old Delhi? See, when British was ruling in India, when Akbar, Shah Jahan, like that Mughal kings were ruling in India, this Old Delhi was very important because maximum the kings were lived in this Old Delhi, and which was very important before independence of our nation. So now New Delhi is very important. New Delhi is the capital of India. Still we have this Old Delhi near New Delhi. So there are two divisions of the Delhi area, Old Delhi and New Delhi. Okay. So New Delhi is the capital of India. Capital means what? Where our president or prime minister, everybody is staying and they are living there. They are ruling the entire nation from Delhi. All the government offices, all the government departments, everything is there in Delhi. From Delhi only our prime minister is ruling the entire nation. That is why Delhi is called as the capital of India. Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. How Delhi is the capital of India, same way each state has its own capital. I told you Tamil Nadu is a state of India where we are living. So Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. Like this, Delhi is the capital, New Delhi is the capital of India for the entire nation India. So let us see Delhi. What is climate? The day-to-day change in temperature, coldness is called climate. Sometimes you may feel very hot. Sometimes you may feel very cool. Morning in general we feel very hot. The climate is very hot. Same way in the evening the temperature will be reduced. In the same day, morning we feel very hot, evening we feel somewhat cool. There is a change in the hotness. That is called climate. Change in the temperature and coldness of the atmosphere is called climate. We are going to see what is the climate of Delhi. How people feel climate in Delhi. Whether it is very hot or it is very cool. What is the temperature? Let us see. See, Delhi experiences extreme climate. Extreme means what? Anything severe. Extreme means more in number or more in quantity. Anything which is in more amount. That is what extreme. Severe. Delhi experiences extreme climate. Whatever may be the climate, whether it is summer or winter or rainy season, whatever may be, Delhi experiences the extreme climate. That means maximum. If the summer comes in Delhi, it will be very hot. Same way, winter comes, the coldness also very high in the state, in the particular place. So, whatever may be the climate change, summer or winter or rainy season, Delhi experiences extreme, severe. That's why it is said as Delhi experiences extreme climate. It is very cold in winter. I told you it is extreme. So, very cold. During winter season, Delhi will be very cold. It will be very cool because it enjoys extreme climate. Same way, and very hot in summer. As it is extreme climate, summer also will be very hot. Sometimes the temperature will be more than 40 degrees Celsius. In Tamil Nadu, the maximum is 36-37 degrees Celsius we are getting. But more than 40 degree, it will be very hot. Even people cannot come out. Children and all cannot come out. Sunlight will be very hot. So that is why summer is very hot in Delhi. That is what extreme climate. Very cold and very hot summer. Very cold in winter and very hot in summer. That's why we are saying Delhi experiences extreme climate. Summer season. See, the summer season lasts from April to June. Lasts means it will be there. There, last means there. Means for how many months summer season will be there in Delhi. That is what lasts. It will be existing. Lasts means existing. Irukkum. Existing. The summer season lasts from April to June. The period of summer season in Delhi is April to June. Rainy season. After summer season, rainy season occurs in Delhi. The rainy season lasts from July to September. Winter season, it is cold weather season. Winter season is the cold weather season. The winter season in Delhi lasts from December to mid-February. It means first half of the February. From December to first half of the February, winter season will be existing in Delhi. So there are three major seasons: summer, rainy season and winter season. Okay. Next let us discuss culture and traditions. What is culture? See, people, they have their own habit of living. Different community people, they have their own habit of living. See, Tamil Nadu people, if you take, we have different music, different dance movements. For example, if you take Tamil Nadu, Bharatanatyam is very famous. Kerala, if you take, Kathakali is very famous. Kalari is famous. Like that, different states have their own dance movements, their own musics, their own culture. Their culture includes dressings. In Tamil Nadu, shirt and dhotis for men, saris for women are the cultural dresses. Same in many North Indian states, ladies are wearing shalwar, different costumes, and even the men, they are wearing panjagajam dhotis. So different dressings. This is also one part of culture. Even religious celebrations. How we are celebrating Ramzan, Bakrid, Deepavali, Pongal, Christmas. So different community people, they are celebrating different religious festivals. That are also part of the culture. So let us see the culture and the tradition of Delhi. See, all festivals are celebrated in Delhi with equal excitement. Excitement means what? Here the peak of the happiness. Excitement means peak of happiness. Peak means what? Maximum. People, they are very happily celebrating all festivals in Delhi. Same way people speak Hindi. Even language is also a part of culture and tradition. In Delhi, people speak Hindi, English, Punjabi and various other regional languages. Because Delhi is the capital where people from many other states of India are living. People from other states, they are going to Delhi in search of job and they are doing business. They are working in different places of Delhi and they are settling there. So, from other states, many people are going to Delhi for job, for business and other purposes. They are speaking many languages. In Tamil Nadu, maximum of people are speaking Tamil. Same way, in Kerala, maximum of people are speaking Malayalam. Andhra, maximum are Telugu. And Karnataka, maximum people are speaking Kannada. And North Indian states, if you take Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, maximum people are speaking Hindi. Maximum people are speaking Hindi. But here you see, in Delhi, people are speaking Hindi, English, Punjabi and other regional languages. What is regional languages? Regional language means Tamil is the regional language of Tamil people. Region means a state. Region means a state, we can say. What is the language spoken in a particular region, particular state? That is the regional language. We are speaking Tamil in Tamil Nadu. So, Tamil is the regional language of Tamil Nadu. Same way, Malayalam is the regional language of Kerala. Kannada is the regional language of Karnataka. Like this, different regional languages are spoken in Delhi because people from other states are living in Delhi. People from Tamil Nadu, people from Andhra, Karnataka. Like this, from many states, many people are living in Delhi. So, in Delhi, not only Hindi, English, Punjabi, and many people living from other states, they are speaking their own regional languages. So, many languages are spoken by people in Delhi, as from many states, people are living in Delhi. Okay. Next comes dresses. People wear modern as well as traditional dresses. What is tradition? Tradition means what? Something old. That means the practices which followed by our grandfather, grandfather, like that. The oldest way of life. In the olden days, you see our grandmother or grandmother may be grinding the rice by hand. Now our mothers are using grinder. But in olden days, there was a big round shaped stone where they put the rice and they were grinding with hand. That is called, our grandmothers or grandmothers were grinding the rice using a big round shaped stone by hands. That round shaped stone to grind the rice used was called Attu Ural. Attu Ural arsiya pottu aattuvaanga kaiyila. So that was the oldest grinder used by the grandmothers and grandmothers. Manual grinder, no electricity was there. Nowadays you see our mothers are using electrical grinders. They are switching on the grinder and putting the rice into it and they are pouring water. Then no more works. The grinder is grinding the entire rice and making into rice flour. And the duff is ready. But in olden days, the Attu Ural, it was used. That was the tradition. Like this, many things were old. The ideas were old. The dresses they wear was old. Now, dhotis and shirts are the traditional and cultural dresses of Tamil Nadu. But now, maximum of Tamil people we are wearing what? Pant, shirt. Sari is the traditional and the cultural dress of Tamil Nadu. But maximum of the women are using chudidars, salwar kameez, like that. These are all the modern dresses. This chudidar, salwar kameez, pant, shirt, all are modern dresses. Traditional dresses are dhotis and shirts in Tamil Nadu. Saris for lady. But nowadays we are using mostly the modern dresses. Traditional ideas were gone out. So, but in Delhi, people wear modern as well as traditional dresses. And food. So now let us see the food habit of the Delhi people. See, in Tamil Nadu, what are the food items we are eating? Sambar, poriyal, kootu, white rice, curd, buttermilk. These are all the important items we are eating. Other than that, non-veg, PC, mutton, chicken, all we are using. And biryani is mostly the famous and the luxurious food item in Tamil Nadu. Same way, Delhi people, they have different food habits. See, chole bhature. Chole bhature was one of the food items used by Delhi people, which was one type of chola puri. Even in our roadsides, in our cities, roadsides, we are getting and eating this, and they are making it with very delicious flavors. The chola bhature was important food item of Delhi people. And then chaats. Chaats were masala based, some powder, that means what can we say, pepper powder and chili powder, all these things are added, and they are making some items with masala. For example, chana masala, which is one type of chaat. And even in the pani puri shops in Tamil Nadu, we can see they are selling the other one dish. The carrots and some other vegetables are cut into small pieces, and poriyal போட்டு கலந்து அத வந்து தருவாங்க நமக்கு. That is one type of chaat. So that is also an important food item. And biryani also eaten by the Delhi people. And dal makhani, using some dal items they are making, and butter chicken. These are all the main food items eaten by the people living in Delhi.